and gentlemen, we are in there like swimwear. It's a motherfucking therapy session. Get in here right now, because I'm having a day. It started off so strong. The tattoo, the bear, his name's Walter, in honor of sweetness. We're getting in there. It looks good. The peeling stopped. Everything's been great. 11 a.m. day. It was camp day at Wintrust Arena, the Chicago Sky. We're getting into it. I love to see it. We're going to be talking with my brother from the Chi, Southside native, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Rob Scott of Rob's 2 Cents. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody being here. This is the Chi Kid Podcast. I am the Chi Kid, a.k.a. Mike Hughes. You are listening to Give Us a Shot Network. So give us a like. Give us a follow. If you're tired of seeing my ugly mug, there's so other amazing, handsome, and beautiful people on this network. You can check us out all the time on all social media platforms. So show us some love. Enough of me monologuing because we have to get into it. I have a therapy session. Too much shit going on today surrounded around Chicago. I want to get this one out of the way first. We're going to bring in Rob. I'm going to bring in Justin himself. Justin's sitting here right now. He's not going anywhere. He's sitting right here. He's just chilling. Obviously, he's very upset about what happened today. Madden 2025, whoever was in charge of creating that trailer, you ain't shit and your mama's a hoe. I just want you to know that because that shit, I know Mike Powers is like pissed right now because of how I'm speaking, but that shit was fucked up. Whoever made that was fucked up. But before anything, got to get my guy in here. Got to get my dog, my partner in crime, who's been doing so many amazing things behind the scenes. I can't even get into it because I go to jail at the Diddy party. So let's get into it, man. Rob Scott of Rob's 2 Cents. Welcome to the show, baby. Oh, no. Not the Warriors hat. What is he doing? Yeah. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Wrap up the show.
What's up, Mike Hughes?
What's happening, baby? How you feeling?
Hey, I don't know. I'm feeling like I need your interview. I need your autograph to be on here, bro.
You need my autograph?
Man, bro, you big time.
No, unfortunately, sir, no one can have my autograph because I went to Chicago public schools and I know cursive. But no, I do know cursive. That's a joke. Shout out Miss Ochoa. Shout out Miss Loftus. Shout out Miss Wiley, who taught me everything it means to be functioning human in society. So shout out to them. Because they are the people's champ. But, man, Rob, we had a lot. Did you see the Madden trailer today?
Yeah.
Man, Justin Fields, kickoff returns. That's crazy, brother. Listen, it's been debunked by Mike Tomlin and Justin Fields. He's not doing that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But for that to be I live reacted to the video. I don't know if you saw it. I spit water all over my computer. It was a bad time. But, I mean, I was just like, first of all, I want to say, even though I just talked a bunch of shit about whoever made that, what amazing marketing by him or her, whoever did it, because, wow, it got everybody talking. It got everybody jumping. Justin Fields on special teams, the disrespect, seeing the number 2, I just cringed. Like, it was honestly probably the best move Madden could have done because I'm going to be completely honest. I would not have done a reaction video to the trailer had that, there was this big rumor. Everybody's hitting my phone all day long. I'm at the Sky game. Yo, you gotta watch the Madden trailer. Nah. I'm not. I'll live react to it. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me. I avoided Twitter. I avoided everything. 2 seconds into that, John. 2 seconds into that, John. I see. Wow. And I hate Cleveland. So like I'm already pissed because it starts off with Cleveland in the kickoff, and I'm like, I fucking hate Cleveland. But it's like, then I see that, and I'm like, all right, bro, you're just trying to piss me off.
But it's like imagine the possibilities, though.
Honestly,
because bro can fly. Bro can fly.
100%. But I mean, listen, I am not speaking for Justin Fields. Obviously, I have no any ties to Justin Fields in his camp. But I'll say this: if they tried to make that fly, and I'm going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and I'm a young quarterback, and that's who I want to be in this league, I am not taking that role. Because if I get injured playing special teams, and I'm trying to be a franchise quarterback, I am pissed. I mean, there's no shot.
Can I ask you this?
Of course.
What team does he play for now?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Do you remember another quarterback who they had who also played in special teams?
Way back in the day, but this is 2024.
No, I ain't talking way. I mean, it's back in the day, but it ain't way back in the day.
It's way back in the day.
Do you remember the guy named Randall L?
Sure. But it's like,
Randall L was a quarterback.
I hear you, but
who ended up playing special teams.
But let me. I'm
just saying. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen.
Can I push back?
But what
just a
I'm
little
saying
bit?
is Pittsburgh is creative like that.
Right. I hear you. But my pushback is this, right?
Yeah.
When you see Daniel Jones make
Yeah.
the amount of money that he has, when you see Gardner Minshew make the amount of money he has, if I'm Justin Fields with the accolades that he's had, obviously he's gone, Rob. We can have real conversations. He was bad. He was bad. But he also made some NFL history here and there. 1,000+ yard rushing seasons. It's a dual threat quarterback. Rushing. But let me tell you this. Do you think Justin Fields would get paid more than Daniel Jones?
No.
Do you think it'd be anywhere close? Same ballpark? I think it would. I think it's a lot closer than a lot of people believe.
What, as a special teams guy?
No, as a quarterback, as a franchise
No,
quarterback.
definitely not as a quarterback.
I think so. If you're Justin Fields' camp, you can't do this.
It's hard to determine that because we don't know how good Russell Wilson is gonna be.
I mean, we already
we haven't like the same way we're gonna give Justin Fields the benefit of the doubt
right
of playing under a new head coach in a new system and a system of belief. You also have to believe the same situation for Russell Wilson.
No, for sure. But just like he said,
and he's an actual Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Sure. When I was 14,
it doesn't matter. It does matter. Okay, what has Justin Fields done in the league?
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Cam Newton wins MVP, goes 15.
I hate to talk about this because I don't want to talk bad about Justin.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, I don't give a fuck what happened. This is a what have you done for me now? Like, that's just what it is.
It is. Like, that's why Cam Newton is not playing in the league.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's why Russ is. If this doesn't work out in Pittsburgh, is probably on his way out as well. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it's going to come down to. But listen, we got a lot of things to talk about.
Well, hold on. At least let me say this.
Of course, no. Bro, you're free. You're always free.
At least Justin Fields is coach's guy.
I can get with that
because coach wanted him, and he wanted to be there.
Right.
In Pittsburgh.
And that's important because it's like the big thing you talked about months
ago. I love Mike Tomlin, man.
Was we didn't know if Mike Tomlin was coming back. So that's kind of like the question mark is like if you bring in Justin Fields and then a new coach comes in, he probably doesn't want Russ or Justin Fields. You know what I mean? So now that he's extended that, it's definitely I would feel a lot safer if I'm Justin Fields. But I think for me, man, I mean, you know what Russ said in that one video. Yeah. Unlimited diarrhea. I mean, he's off unlimited. And so, listen, we spent the first 10 minutes talking about Justin Fields. I shared this out to all Chicago Sky, WNBA, and Chicago Bulls pages, so I'm sure they're pissed off. But I'm so sorry. We have to talk about everything in the shot, baby. Rob and I.
Let's talk about it.
We got to get into it tonight. Or today, I should say, was camp day. Awesome day. I think my favorite part of camp day, I will say really quick, if people don't know, the WNBA does camp days on day games throughout the week, throughout the season, in the summers. You know, kids don't got a lot of places to go. They do go to their Chicago park districts or their park districts and wherever they are. I mean, it is some of the loudest games you'll go to all year at the W, is what I used to say. Until this season with Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, it's just been unlimited fans everywhere.
Yeah.
But man, it was so dope. I'm just sitting there with my little box sheet, just watching everything. Just, you know, we're in a little intermission. A little kid walks up to me. He's got these big goggle glasses. He goes, "Hey," and I go, "What's up?" He goes, "What's your score prediction?" I said 90-80. I was just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, 90-80. I don't know. It's the first quarter. He goes, "Awesome," and then just runs away. And I was like, yo, man, like that like kind of made my day, Rob. I can't lie to you.
You're a star, Mike.
Oh, stop it. No, sir.
You're a star. You're shining bright.
No.
They said shine bright like a diamond. I said no. Shine bright like Mike Hughes.
Oh man, don't shine too bright, man. Don't shine too bright. Hey man, I sunburned, bro. You don't want to be as bright as me. But man, you know, this was an amazing game. You know, it's 83-72. Now I will say this. Several Dallas Wings members were injured in this game, so definitely in the Chicago Sky's favor. Orike, though. Orike was balling. She was doing her thing. Rob, when I tell you, the way she pisses me off when we're playing against her, is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, she grabs the steal. She's going all the way up. She goes for the layup. She smokes the layup. I'm like, God bless. She gets her own rebound, goes to the 3-point line, smacks it down. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, man, bro, I got nothing for this. Like, I can't even enjoy. Like, she's just such a dog, and she's going up against her former teammate in the Dallas Wings org and a Notre Dame alumni, Marina Mabry. I got to talk to Marina about it a little bit. They were going tick and tag back and forth. Enrique finished, I believe. Let me pull up the stat sheet really quick. She had 31 points, which was great. Minus 11 in the plus minus, which is according to me. Marina Mabry, 19 points, plus 21 in the plus minus. So that was, she was doing her thing. It was great. But the storyline, the topic of the night, Angel Reese making WNBA history, the very first rookie to have 7 straight consecutive double-doubles. I've been a part of the majority.
Go on, girl.
She's doing her thing. She finishes tonight, I believe, with 16 and 18, 10 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds. And Camila Cardoso almost had a double-double as well. She had 9 and 11, which were 8 defensive rebounds. They said it when they got drafted. Nobody's out-rebounding them, and that's exactly what they've been standing on. They've been standing on business, even with Elizabeth Williams going down with a torn meniscus. Rob, I've been talking for too long, so I want to ask you, brother. From the outside looking in, how have you felt so far about this new Chicago Sky regime? Obviously, you've watched them before in the Kalia Copper era and the Candace Parker era, Elena Delle Donne, but seeing this new era of Chicago women's hoops, is this the biggest stage it's ever been at?
I don't want to say the biggest stage because we had one of the GOATs play for this team in Candace Parker. Shout out to Candace Parker and hope you enjoying retirement because it's definitely well deserved. But I will say that it's the Sky are going to be on the forefront of the future of women's basketball, and that's because of Angel Reese. I think of that phrase and that statement that she made when she said, let's not act like Caitlin is the only one bringing attention to women's basketball. It's me too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It really was.
And it really is.
Yeah.
It's not just was. It is because she's box office. I can't tell you how many times I've been on Twitter to see, a lotto in the stands, to see the Caleb Williams, to see the Roma Dunzes, the DJ Moore.
Really quick. I want to tell you. So I'm on the floor. I'm walking. Going to my seat. And who do I see but Herbert Wright the third? G Herbo stand there. Bro, I stood right in front of G Herbo. We Swervo. I'm like, hey, bro, how's that court cake? No, I'm kidding. I'm like, man, bro, but that, bro, like to bring the stars out, Polo G, all of these dogs, and that Lupe Fiasco performed at halftime in the first.
One of the GOATs, one of the Chicago legends.
Chance the Rapper was there. Chance the Rapper's wife was also, their ex-wife was also there, not at the same time. But it's great to see.
No, but honestly,
no, I'm with you. I wanted to point that out because, bro, it's been like me, bro.
Yeah.
I've been geeking, bro. I'm not geeking about the players, I'm always low key about it. Even when we did stuff with Cube, it's like low key. But like when you just randomly look up and it's G Herbo, I'm like, man, if Rob Scott was here, bro, he'd be doing backflips, brother. Like,
hey, you know what though? But that's just a sign of respect to those and what they do in their craft to earn those accolades. But Angel is definitely one of those. So like she's one of them. No, like, sure. The way she hits these crazy layups, the way she's able to come in and do her job. And, everybody talks about, how much trash she talks. I've yet to hear anybody compliment her on her humble approach on being with the Sky. Like, she's willing to learn. She's willing to give, credit to her veterans on teaching her the game at a professional level. Nobody talks about that. Everybody wanted to make a big fuss about when she said, let's not forget about me and the impact that I've had on the viewership and the want and need for women's basketball. Right. And nobody wants to talk about it. She's not lying.
Right.
Like women's bro, I actually like got sad the other day when I seen my girl Cameron Brink went down.
Yeah.
You know, with the LA Sparks, you know, goes down with the ACL. Like this just shows you the attention that's on women's basketball and how these young stars have really, you know, shined the light on themselves and on the game of their sport. You know, so what Angel Reese has been doing is just all inspiring.
No, for sure.
It's all inspiring, and she's taking the hate and she's using it to motivate.
Right. That's exactly where I was gonna go, bro. And it's like I want to say it like I've preached this to the choir, and everybody tuned in right now knows. Like I will continue to say it. You know, she got painted as a villain, and you know, my guy Germ Edwards. I love going back and forth with Germ about the Caitlin Clark debate because I understand. If you look at the numbers, people are going to see Caitlin far more than they're going to see Angel. You can say it's because the stadiums are bigger. You can say it's because Wintrust is smaller. But regardless, no matter where Caitlin goes, home game or away, it is completely sold out every single time. The viewership of every game is completely box breaking every single time. Like, I get it. I completely understand. You know, she's the more appealing player, I guess, out of the two to be able to watch. And it's, you know, let me see that hat, Rob. I call it the Curry effect because that's exactly what she's doing. People want to see logo threes. People want to see the way she gets down. People want to see 7 threes a game in the first half by Caitlin Clark. Like that's.
Hey, can I just say this?
Of course.
She's a dog.
She's a dog,
and I don't want. And I'm tired of people trying to discredit the girl. Like, okay, you might feel a certain way because of how the media portrays her. That's not her fault. She's box office, and guess what? When you're box office, the media is going to be on your side because right now you are a hot story.
Always. And I want to say this, though, because I think it's accurate. I don't think we talk about Caitlin Clark in the breadth that we do today if Angel Reese didn't go like this. That is a fact. Like,
for sure.
When Angel made that comment, it wasn't just about her impact in college basketball. It was, how did we get here? What was the trend-setting moment? It was that whatever, I don't know what they call it in college. You know what I mean? It's women's world, I don't know, championship, I don't know, finals, I don't know. I don't watch college like that.
I mean, women's NCAA college championship.
Yeah, it's just too many fucking words.
National copy, you know women's national championship.
The NBA is like NBA finals. And then college sports is like the college baseball World Series, NCAA. I'm like, all right, chill out, bro. Like championship. Like, but anyways, championship.
Hey, college is like unions. You got to make sure you send them.
There's like 30 of them, bro. And you know what's crazy? Shout out to our guy, Tony Hollinsworth. He understands every branch of every single one of them. He's talking about the SEC. All these. It sounds like
the SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Big. You know, it's a lot.
But being real, bro, like, you know, Caitlin obviously does this first. Angel does it right back, and they win a championship, and she's painted to be the villain. And I've had conversations with Angel about that. I didn't know what kind of person was coming into this organization with her and Camilla. I've never seen, you know, somebody of that status outside of Candace Parker, really, and even not even Candace, because Candace had to earn that over time. These two are coming in with millions of followers and millions of dollars. I didn't know what kind of people they were going to be, and I'll say it on record every single time I get the chance to. They are some of the most humble, amazing human beings I've met thus far. Angel, I mean, to me and to everyone in the media room, she is exactly the person you want leading a franchise. And to see all of this shit with Kennedy Carter, who, by the way, dog. Kennedy Carter's been a dog, and she's been doing her thing. And, I mean, she's been phenomenal in the starting role, coming off the bench. She doesn't give a fuck what role it is. Just know the second she steps on the floor and she laces up her shoes, it's over with. You're already done. Whatever scouting report you just read, throw that shit out. Because it's
toss it.
It's gone.
Toss it.
See ya. You're out of here, buddy. No, that's my white guy umpiring voice. You're out of here, buddy. I can't wait to. No, but, you know, like, they have been so amazing, and what I love is people hate when she says shit. You know, me and her have had a couple of viral videos about her kind of going back and forth with the media. I say it in the media room with other people in the media. Sometimes you just want to look and be like, hey, man, aren't you fucking tired of us? Like, that's what I want to say, you know, because it's like, man, I'm tired of us. I'm tired of the stories. I'm tired of people sitting there smiling, you know, talking to her all nice, And then I read these articles and I'm like, you guys are bullshitting. And it's like, that's not real journalism. Like selling stories and telling stories. There's two different levels to it. I don't sell stories, brother. I tell stories, and I'm always gonna tell the truth, whether it sucks or it doesn't. We're gonna tell the truth.
Hey, well, I'm like Tony Montana. I tell the truth, even when I lie.
Even when I lie, it's the eyes. It's in the eyes. But man, like, it's just been a blessing to see what she's been able to do. However you feel about her. Her game speaks. She is active. She is out there. She was all smiles today on the court. She pulled up in the MJ. I don't know if it was a hoodie or a jacket. I didn't get a chance to really see it, but I got a chance to talk to her about it. Ron Harper, Chicago Bull legend, was in the building today. I guess he's really close with Teaspoon, according to Spoon, and Angel told me, man. Angel was like, "Yo, I want MJ in the building." Rob, you think I'm gonna ask you? You're the MJ guy.
Mm-hmm.
Think this man didn't even go to Charlotte Hornet games. Do you think he ever?
Yes, he did,
bruh.
He was there in the owner's box. He was in the owner's box.
Here and there. But do you think he'd come back to the Chi to go watch Angel Reese?
For sure.
You think so?
For sure.
I hope so.
And I say that because Michael Jordan always had respect for those who he saw had the same discipline and competitive nature. And I haven't seen, a full sample size of what Angel Reese is actually capable of or her preparation to the game. But I can say that based off the game that I've seen so far, she's better than what she was in college. Like, she's able to contend with these women who have, more added size, more added height, and she's still able to hold her own and hit these crazy off the wall layups, getting these offensive rebounds, being one of the rebound leaders in the league right now, as we speak. You gotta all, show love, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And I appreciate everybody in the comments tonight. Appreciate everybody on TikTok, everywhere else. If you're new here, give us a shot. Hit that follow button. Check out the link in the bio below. Give us a shot network. We got the new Grimace t-shirts. Rob, you know Grimace from Ronald McDonald?
Of course. Purple Man.
So Purple Man threw out the first pitch for the New York Mets. And they have been 7-0 since. So we got some Grimace t-shirts. We got some Angel Reese Sky is the Limit t-shirts. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We got the Shy Kid t-shirts out now. You gotta go get yours. I got one for Robbie. I got to give that to him next.
You know what? I saw the one. I think you standing in front of the lakefront, or you have the.
That's a different shirt. That's some guys I work with.
That was hot though.
Summertime Shy State.
That was hot.
They got some dope stuff, bro. They got some.
That was hot.
Link. They got some dope stuff. Izzy, is the only comment I'm gonna read right now because I have to address it. She said, Shy Kid looks different. I don't know what it is. I shaved my beard and I regret it. Immediately regret it. I apologize, Izzy.
Come back home. Hey, come back home.
I gotta come. I'm on the way. You see, I'm on the way. It's getting there. But listen, someone's not coming back home now. Someone's gone.
Oh man, don't.
Alex Caruso. On my way to hoop today.
Lord Jesus.
I went to Bone and Beef. Well, actually, I DoorDashed to my crib as I'm on my way to my crib to grab my ball and change. I'm eating my cheesy beef. I got my fries. I'm living. I'm in the car. Woo! Start playing that Common, Shot City. I'm living.
Did you put some hot peppers on that?
Of course.
Okay. I just gotta make sure.
Of course. You got to, baby. I'm Italian, baby. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, he say, watch your fucking mouth. Don't get smart.
Oh, man. But listen, bro. Josh Giddy in exchange for Alex Caruso. I want to start off with this point of the conversation because I think it's the most important part. I'm not mad that Josh Giddy is a Chicago Bull. I'm not giddy about it either. But what I will say is this. You traded an all-NBA defensive player, a champion, a plug off the bench and in a starting role. Some people might call him the White Mamba. You traded him to the organization with 17 future first-round picks. and you didn't get a single fucking one. You didn't even get a second round. How the fuck? How does that even happen? How do you?
Well, the Bulls hold no cards right now.
But like,
because they stuck with Lonzo.
I hear that.
It's all Lonzo's fault.
But Rob,
I blame Lonzo.
I don't blame Lonzo, bro. I don't blame Lonzo whatsoever. Because if I'm Lonzo, I'm clicking accept too. I'm taking that $20 million this year. I don't care.
I blame Lonzo. I'm not saying what Lonzo did was a bad thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it was a bad thing for the Bulls.
Right. Of course. But listen, like I want your perspective of that from that standpoint. Listen, we all play 2K. We're all in franchise mode trying to figure out what goes on. I knew off the bat that we weren't going to make a move. That. I knew we weren't trade. Everyone talked about earlier this week that it was reported from my guy Will at CHGO. He does amazing things. Will's the guy. Shout out Will. He does it. He reported that the Chicago Bulls declined several trades, and several of them had top 10 picks in this year's draft towards the end of last season around the deadline because, according to the front office, they didn't want to trade Caruso, not because of the picks, not because of guys like Josh Giddy, but because they wanted to make the playoffs. That's a Jerry Reinsdorf mindset. We understand that. The front office probably backed it up. For me, the big thing here is I was talking to the guys. I said, that makes sense, though. I'm okay. This is, Rob, you would know. You've been around longer than me. This is undoubtedly one of the worst draft classes in NBA history at this point in time. That's how it's viewed. But it is. So to me, here's where I was at. I was talking to my boy about it. I said, listen, the Bulls would be strategic to trade Alex Caruso, maybe not for this year, but get a player that's already in the league. Get a player that, remember when, Kevin Durant gets traded to the Phoenix Suns, they give away, okay, here's Mikal Bridges, here's Cam Johnson. We're not going to get those type of players. But to me, you could trade Caruso to the Golden State Warriors and get a Moses Moody. That's how I felt. You can
almost get a what's his name? Brandon Pedro, I forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about, the guard off the bench.
Yeah, the white kid. I don't know his last name.
Hey, he be hooping though.
He does. No, that wasn't. Bro, that wasn't a shot, bro. He has a long last name. I'm still learning it. But
Pedroski or Pedron, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm with you though. But to get Josh Giddy, before I throw it to you, this was my only issue with it.
Yeah.
Josh Giddy, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, somebody in the chat can correct me. I believe he averaged 12, 4, and 6 this year. 6 boards. He gets you some boards. I've hit some parlays with Josh Giddy getting boards. And if you do the under 18, he's usually pretty consistent at that as well. But I think my thing, bro, is really just understanding and breaking down what the future of the Bulls holds. Like this is
it just hit me late. I'm tired. Okay, I'm sorry, America. But I caught on.
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyways, my big thing. My big thing with Josh Giddy is he's great at just putting guys in position to have success. Number one,
he can't hit the 3 ball, bro.
He can't. But
let's just be real, bro.
But the understanding was to bring him in to fill in for Lonzo Ball for the future.
Yeah.
Because Lonzo was a great facilitator. I've watched Giddy. I think he's a great rebounder. I think he's a good rebounder for his position. I think he's great. And I think he's a decent facilitator. The problem
he's okay as a facilitator.
He is okay. And especially
but even in the playoffs, he lost his time and those duties fell down on Shea. But continue.
My thing, bro, is you are going from the number 1 team in the West to a team that has 0 floor spacing whatsoever. 0. Even before Zach went off, we had shit floor spacing. We cannot get guys open. So for the fuck are you facilitating? No one's hitting a shot. No one's open. We're just doing the same shit over and over. So to me, Josh Giddy, congratulations. You went from 12, 4, and 6 to 15, 3, and probably 6. because fucking Pat and Vooch are horrible at grabbing boards too. So like that's my big issue, bro. That's my issue is I understand the points are gonna go up. And Josh Giddy, 21 years old, you know, in all seriousness, there's a lot of memes, a lot of things that circulated, investigations were going around in the league. He was proven innocent according to the league, according to the police. We're not going to get into all that. I only address that right now.
That doesn't mean I'm still not going to joke about it.
Oh, of course. But you know what I mean? But like my big thing is like I've seen that's the only thing people are talking about to why they hate it. I'm like, bro, listen, the kid's a hooper. The kid's a baller. The Josh Giddy is one of those guys. And we're not going to act like shit didn't happen. But we're also going to understand, you know, he's young. You know, whatever happened, proven innocent. I'm not going to come at him sideways. U of I, Terrence Shannon Jr. was falsely accused of some shit recently as well. And it potentially ruined not only his draft stock, but that could have seriously fucked with his life. I mean, he could have went to prison.
Oh, for sure. It's with any of these guys. But my thing with Josh Giddy, you know, I could crack all the jokes about, you know, what he was accused of off the court.
Right.
But I'm going to crack jokes on what he did while he was on the court. Like, I think Josh Giddy is the reason why OKC wasn't able to advance.
That's
because you're expecting this guy to come, you know, with the experience he has, whether he's coming out the bench, whether he's starting in there with Shea and those boys. You expect Josh Giddy to come in there and to have an impact on this game because he's a guy that's multifaceted, which means he can still have the same productivity level coming off the bench as he does as a starter.
I'm with you. And I think, listen, I see someone in the comments right here says he's going to average 26 and 10.
Who?
That's a lot. Josh Giddy.
For who?
That's a lot for the Bulls.
You wildin'.
I could see.
I could see him measuring 6 and 10.
Such a dickhead.
I know. I'm just being real.
6 and 10. He's averaging.
Dude, I just he was doing that during the regular season.
Right.
And when the playoffs started. They benched his ass.
We ain't making the playoffs, bro. We're not worried about it.
Well, you know, we got a lot going on right now.
We got a lot going on, and none of it's good. But listen, I think you could definitely see him close to 18 points per game, just because of the simple fact of outside of Kobe White, as of today, there's no one really on this team. I imagine we've heard the rumors today. The Bulls have sent 15 teams trade offers for Zach LaVine. Only 3 teams have gotten back to them. That is, if I'm not mistaken, the Utah Jazz, the New York Knicks, and who was the third one? I think it was the Sacramento Kings. And the Philadelphia 76ers are kind of rumored too, but if they get DeMar or LeBron first, I believe they'll just run with that. But I think he's like the last option. Clay, Zach, those will be the last option, guys. PG could he? I mean, you saw PG and Embiid. You know,
PG. Well, I think he's a free agent now, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying they could just get PG, forget LaVine. You know what I mean? So I think that it's definitely a conversation now. And the Bulls would probably just get Robert Covington, Reed, and
I just had this conversation with some of my boys earlier. You know what I'm saying? The Bulls are in full rebuild mode right now.
Sure.
Now the problem is they don't have the authority within their personnel group to actually go on a full rebuilding mode.
Right.
So right now, I think, you know, until they're able to get rid of, DeMar's contract, get rid of Lonzo's contract, we are now in limbo.
Right.
Right now, we're watching teams that we know we should be better than, you know, continuing to make their climb towards the top, and then, you know, having to, you know, deal with everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you. And the part that like messes me up, the part that I just don't get into it, man. It's the one thing I don't like about the NBA. It's also what I love about the NBA, though, because there's tankathons. Cooper Flag is coming. That white boy got hops. That's a cold motherfucker. That's a bad mamma jamma right there.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Who has the number 1 overall pick this year, Rob?
Was it Atlanta, right?
And Atlanta made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So how the fuck do you have the number 1 overall pick? Like, the Bulls can tank, and that's fine. But when we got Derrick Rose, we had a 1.3% chance at getting that pick? Like, it's a lot.
But didn't Atlanta they got something from somebody, though, right?
No. I mean,
they just happened to get the luck of the
lottery. Just the lottery. They made the play-in. We played them in the play-in. Kobe White dropped 40.
Well, I think the thing is, too, for Atlanta, because you know they about to get rid of Trae Young.
Of course, no, but you know what I mean? Like, fuck Atlanta, Rob. You know I hate Atlanta too. But like, the point is like, we can lose every single game this year and
Yeah,
still
and
not have
still
the number
not.
one overall pick.
Well, that's the difference between this and football.
Like how long have the Detroit Pistons been bad?
Oh,
Like
bad.
bad.
They just let go of Monty.
And they still never had the number one overall pick. Like, wow. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. Like, they were bad for over a decade. Horrible. Like, basura. Trash. Like, not even a top 2 pick. I don't know what the highest. What was the high, somebody let me know in the comments. What's the highest pick the Pistons have had in the last 10 years? Was it like when did they get Cade? Like number 3 or 4?
I think Cade was like a top 5 pick, wasn't he?
Right, but they didn't. It
I
wasn't
don't want to
number
say
one.
he was top 10, the top. Yeah,
Like, but that's what I'm saying.
it's been a while.
Nicholas in the comments says that they had the number 1 overall pick. 1 through
Who?
4.
What? Brandon Jennings? No, he was in Milwaukee.
Brandon Jennings.
I'm trying to think. Didn't he play for Detroit at one point in time?
Aiden says that Cade was number 1. Maybe they did have the number 1 overall.
Was Cade number 1?
I guess he was. I don't remember Cade being number 1. I thought
I can see it though because everybody else on the Pistons sucked.
Everyone does suck on the Pistons. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, because what was he? Was he in Paulo's class, Banchero?
No.
How long's Cade been in the league?
Cade had to be because Paulo was number 1 when he came out.
That's what I'm saying though. Did he come after Paulo?
You know, he might come before Paulo.
He was number 1. Hey, bro, I believe everyone's telling me he was number 1, so I guess he was number 1. Shout out to the Pistons. I'm sorry. But my point of it all, which has now been debunked because I don't know math, was just like this is not a guarantee that we're getting Cooper Flag. This is not a guarantee that even if we do have the number 1 overall pick, we're going to make the right decision. That's my big problem. And I want to pick your brain on this because Rob, even though he's laying in bed right now, exhausted, wearing a Warriors hat, this man follows Bulls hoops. So I want to get your opinion. We saw a lot from Kobe White this year. A lot.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot in person. I mean, I was there against Milwaukee when they went into OT, and I got to cuss out some Bucks fans who told me to sit down and put on my coat. I said, take that shit back off. We going to OT, baby. Caruso! Hit the shot. But then Kobe cleaned it up, and they went on a 9-game winning streak. I mean, we saw a lot from Kobe in December. He's shooting over 50% from the three-point line. He was great. And in my opinion, he was the most improved player of the year. How you go from 9 points to 19 and not win it when Maxey went from 20 to 25, it's just meat riding by the league.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna let you talk about my boy Maxey like that.
You can't average 20 points.
Maxey got down. He played winning basketball.
Winning basketball.
Winning basketball counts for something.
I'm not talking about MVP. I'm talking about most improved.
Anytime you talking about giving any type of award in any league, they're gonna look at the winners first.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
It's all right.
That's just like how we're gonna make the comeback player of the year award surrounded around DeMar Hamlin. It's not about the comeback; it's about what happened to you. Womp womp award. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna say that word on here. That baby ass shit is what I say. But my point of all of it, bro, is Kobe has been great. Ayo Dosunmu had a phenomenal season as well, and people didn't really talk about it as much. Ayo was great. So right now, Kobe White, Lonzo Ball, presumably going to be back. Saw another video of him dunking. He looks healthy. Cool. Say Lonzo's back. Kobe's back. Caruso's gone. Ayo's here.
How many times have we heard that?
But what if, let's say Lonzo does come back, right? Even if he doesn't, let's say the backcourt now is Kobe White and Josh Giddy. Where does that leave Ayo Dosunmu, who extended with the Chicago Bulls already? He's not going to be a free agent for a little bit of time. So are they just going to throw him back to the bench after having such a successful run?
I doubt it.
You think they run? Who's on the bench though? Giddy?
Giddy gonna definitely come off the bench.
You think Giddy over Ayo?
No, coming off the bench, yes.
Wow.
No, Giddy's coming off the bench.
No, I hear you.
I'm starting Ayo.
Right, I hear you. Wow. Because that's my conflicting issue. You know what I mean? Like Ayo or Josh Giddy. We'll let everybody in the comments discuss around amongst themselves. Who's starting? Who are you rocking with Kobe White for the backcourt of the Chicago Bulls?
I'm rocking with Ayo.
I mean,
I'm rocking with Ayo because you can still play Kobe as an off guard and have him off the ball with Ayo there. And the game is going to be sped up a little bit quicker with IO facilitate.
And I want to say really quick, shout out Ashley for watching the show. We
Ash
appreciate
Cash, shout out.
Is it Ashley? Let me make sure. Asher. I'm sorry. It's Asher. I'm so sorry. I
Asher.
can't read. Shout
But
out
still Ash Cash, Asher.
But he says Kobe, Io, Giddy, Williams, Vooch. That should be the starting five. I think that's too small ball.
Yeah, it's too small.
You don't got enough scorers there, and I would imagine because here's the problem, Rob. Now we're hearing rumors that we're all in on Cooper Flag. We're all in on next year's draft. We're all in on Tankathon. If that's the case, the rumors of DeMar DeRozan getting a 2-year extension worth $40 to $50 million, is that kaput? Is that gone? Are we no longer? Is that not a conversation? Because how can you be, in contention for things like that if you have star players? No matter how people feel, DeMar's going to win you games. DeMar's going to get you to be 40 something around you know what I mean? You're going to be 500. You're going to make the play-in. So if you're going all out, trading Vooch, trading Caruso, trading Levine, not re-signing DeMar, maybe you re-sign Pat Williams just for shits and giggles to see maybe he can turn into something other than a flower boy. But do you bring back DeMar, or are we just straight up gonna watch?
Nah, I think you try to find somewhere to let Lamar go. Contend. I don't think Lamar is a Bull at the beginning of the season. That's just my honest opinion. The Bulls are in full rebuild mode. They need to. They're gonna have to start to let these guys go gradually. But you got to think. I think Lonzo's still under contract, and does DeMar contract end next year?
DeMar is a free agent right now.
And then what about Vucevic?
Vucevic, I believe, signed a 3-year deal. That last year was his first year, so that's going to be probably 2 more years, if I'm not mistaken.
So you're going to be looking at guys that they can't get rid of, that they're going to get rid of, because unfortunately, I know it feels like the Bulls have been in rebuild mode forever, but things went down the drain, unfortunately, when Lonzo got hurt.
I mean, we had a nice little 30-game stretch where we were the shit again, and it was.
That's what I'm saying. We were a first place team, and our premier guard got hurt.
Yeah.
And one of the things I look at, from the Bulls' point of view is, it's hard when you have this plan and you get committed to this plan, and things unforeseen by anybody takes place, and now you have to literally pivot. Like, this is what the Bulls have to do now. They have to pivot. No pun intended. Shout out to the guys from the pivot. But that's literally what they have to do now. They have to say, okay, this didn't work putting this team together. Let's try to bring in, some of the better rookies in the league, and hope that we can develop them in time to, take on premier spots.
For sure. Now, before we got a couple more before I let you go, because Robbie's tired. I can see it.
I'm tired, but I'm here for you.
Listen, I'm here for you. The Diddy party.
Lord.
My question is.
Oh Lord. That's that Rick Ross. Oh Lord.
Is Kobe White safe to you?
Is Kobe safe?
Is Kobe safe? If
to stay here as a Bull?
If this is a full-blown tankathon on a super cheap deal he extended, which I hate for him, because he signed that contract, which made sense at the time, but Kobe definitely would be making double what he makes now if it was just a year later. But do you think Kobe is going to get traded as well? Or do you think
it depends on what you're trading him for.
Right.
I don't think the Bulls are willing to let go of Kobe White right now, especially in the position that he's in. Like, as you mentioned, he's starting to get comfortable in the system. He's been showing his progression. His work after hours have been showing, in the work that he does, when it's time to do it. Mm-hmm. So I think the Bulls keep Kobe White, but also at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if they get a good offer for Kobe White and they said, let's pull the trigger on that. Because like I said, the Bulls are full rebuild mode.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like Kobe, if I'm not mistaken, is making $12 million per year, which when you're averaging 20 points per game, shooting over 40% from three, I mean, that's super valuable, especially the championship teams that already have. You look at even to the Boston Celtics credit, you know, they're taking cheaper deals for guys who are great players. I mean, Derek White does not make a lot of money. You know what I mean? So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he makes more money than me. But, you know what I mean? Like in the NBA
He
team,
got a couple of endorsements this year.
I'm sure he did. You know,
I got him 2 headbands.
That's great. You know, a shaver for sure. But, you know, man, I think, like, I don't want Kobe gone, and I think anybody watching this right now, wherever you're watching this, I am not advocating for that whatsoever. I believe Kobe can be a pivotal piece to a championship caliber roster. He's still super young. He's a great human being. He's a great teammate. What he's been able to do, learning from DeMar, has been great for him. And we see a couple of the comments. Nicholas says that he believes that the only two that are safe, or that the two that are mainly safe, are going to be Io and Kobe White, and I could definitely see that. Josh Giddy, I would imagine, is safe just because probably no one wants Josh Giddy. So.
No, because remember, like Portland just pulled something like that when they got Drew, and then was able to work out the deal to get Drew to Boston.
But then again, Drew Holiday is one of the best two-way players in the entire league and already won a championship and a Hall of Fame. So you know what I mean? Josh Giddy, the diddler, I don't really know what that does for me. But you know, man, I'm excited. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not fucking excited. But I'm excited. I will say this. I am excited for it to be over. I am excited for the new era of Chicago Bulls basketball. I'm excited for Zach LaVine to get the fuck out of town. I'm excited for Vooch to slowly walk as slow as he possibly can all the way to wherever he's about to go play. You know, Caruso will be missed. Caruso, the GOAT, White Mamba, the headband, the champ. I mean, he was one of the more exciting players we've watched in quite some time in a Bulls jersey. So it was really dope to watch him do what he did here, man. And I appreciate him for every single thing he did for Bulls Nation because he is the embodiment. Him and DeMar DeRozan are the embodiments of what it should be to be a Chicago Bull. Showing up every single day, wanting to work, wanting to get into it, being a veteran, being a sponge at the same time, still willing to learn and grow. Just wanted to give him his flowers. He was robbed of first-team all-defense this year. For whatever reason, we just decided
that's been a thorn on your side for a while.
I will never get over it, bro. How does not a single guard make all defensive first team? It's ridiculous. I don't give a fuck. It's ridiculous. It should be a starting 5, position to position. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Boom. Why are there 3 fucking centers? That doesn't make sense. But whatever. And you know what? If I'm Alex Caruso or Drew Holiday, I'm pissed too because you get hella money. There are incentives, and you're just gonna tell me?
No, that's a fact.
Like what? Like what? Like
that's a fact.
If you said Drew Holiday deserves it more than Alex Caruso, no problem.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna tell me that the starting point guard of the All NBA first defensive team is Victor Wembanyama? You're smoking herb. I don't care. That's ridiculous.
Nah, Vic held it down though.
He did hold it down, but damn, that man is 7 feet tall. We got him listed as the point guard. Like, that's crazy. Someone said real quick, Asher said, is Vooch a free agent? No. Unfortunately, no. We have to continue dealing with this. Andre Drummond is, though, and I bet you he's not going to be a Chicago Bull any longer, which is unfortunate because the Penguin was doing his thing until the end of the season. The big
Penguin.
But, man, bro, you know better than anybody. You had money on that Atlanta game and that Miami game. It felt like Andre Drummond was just playing football, just decking Chicago Bulls players left and right, stepping on Kobe's feet, just plowing into Torrey Craig. I mean, there was so much going on. I was like, what is Andre Drummond?
Everybody got a plan to get punched in the mouth.
100%. But man, listen, Rob, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you tuning in.
Appreciate you for having me, brother.
Man, I miss you so much, Rob. No.
Me too, Mike. I
just got choked up. I miss Rob Scott. Check out Rob Scott on Rob's 2 Cents Team Greatness 01, if I'm not mistaken, on Instagram. Sir. Doing amazing things all the time. And if you want to find out more about Rob, shoot him a message. You know, man, unless you're a woman, don't shoot him a message. Mrs. Scott will kill you.
Please don't, Lord Jesus.
Please don't. Please. It's very concerning. She scares me. But you know, it's just one of those things, man. You know, me and Rob are going to be back at it very soon.
For sure.
I'm excited about it. We're going to be covering Bulls basketball all year. Maybe Bulls Sheet makes another appearance. Maybe it doesn't. We'll have to see how this team looks before we commit to that. Because I you know what I mean. But
I can't talk about mediocrity.
I can't tell. I just, my blood pressure deserves better at this point in my life. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Appreciate you guys being here. This is Mike Hughes, aka the Shy Kid. You are listening to the Shy Kid Podcast, only brought to you by Give Us a Shot Network. So make sure you click the link in the bio below. Give us a shot. Give us a like. Give us a follow on all social media platforms. We got amazing shows, new shows, football. Hey, remember when we used to be at that other network, Rob? We used to do those specific shows that were football, NBA, MLB. We got all types of shows we're going to be rolling out very soon for the month of July. It's going to be dope. Got some dope little podcasts. Hopefully, we get Team Greatness on the roster very soon.
That'll be hot.
But listen, until then, man, we are in there like swimwear all the time. Until next time, we will be back Sunday, reporting live from Winchester Arena. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark in Chicago. Let's get into it. Until then,
let's do it.
Peace.
Give them a shot to do what?
There was supposed to be another video that played before that, but it didn't click. I'm gonna click it now. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll see you later.